another one in Scotland. We're just going to do a quick discussion before the premiere in about 15 minutes. Why narcissists fail without you. So, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Why do you think narcissists fail without you? This is a dew court here. It's like a birdhouse. Thanks for the donation, True Love. So why do they fail without you? Renee for today says they need supply. That's a great comment, that is. I believe that is definitely one of the main reasons why they fail without us. Because after some time, even if there was a perfect person walking the earth, eventually their supply would lose potency. And the narcissist would get bored. They'd have to find someone else. Spiritual Awakening says they fail because they sabotage themselves. Very true. Narcissists are self-sabotaging. Princess High Frequency says they are codependent in every way. Now that's a very controversial thing to say because a lot of the psychologists and the experts do seem to disagree on whether or not narcissists are actually codependent. From my research, I think that they are. Although I know that some experts will disagree with me on that. JMS says because they lost their punching bag. Definitely. When you take a step back, when you stop putting up with their BS, they're going to lose their source of supply. They're going to lose their punching bag. And of course then, they're going to have to find someone else. And often, they make reckless decisions. They act in impulse. And they downgrade. Or sometimes they can't even find supply. So then they fail. Very true, Sunshine State. They can't do anything alone. You have to do everything for them. That's very true. They are very dependent. So if they lose you, they will fail. They seek out a source of supply because they need something outside of them to help and support them, to complete them. I'd like to share something else with you down here. A castle. A Scottish castle. There's a lot of castles here in Scotland. Narcissists do fail without us. Everything you see in the narcissist, it isn't real, it's just a false self. It's a fabrication. It's an invention. And while it may seem as though they possess some capabilities and potential, over the long term, they never really succeed in anything. They may gain some success initially for a short period of time, but because of their dysfunctionality, it really is inevitable that they will fail in the end. Just look at any narcissist who presents this image, this reputation. Sure, they had some success in the beginning, whether it's in their career, relationship, wherever it is. But then things go wrong, and their dysfunction doesn't allow them to work things through because they lack empathy. They can't work with people, they don't understand them, and they're self-absorbed. They only care about their own needs. And how can you work with anyone when you're predominantly focused on your own needs? You can't. And that's why anything, whether it's work or relationship, wherever it is, they're destined to fail. And most often, I hate to say it to you, but really, you know, I'm all about putting the truth out there. Most often, we are the ones who are enabling them. We are the ones who are keeping them alive. We are the ones who are helping them to succeed. We're like their crutch. It's the truth. A lot of the things they do, the abuse, the manipulation, we enable that to continue. And it's like we hate everything that they're doing, but then we're playing a part in it anyway. And of course, you know, I'm not going to come on here and start victim blaming and shaming. I've been a victim myself, as you all know. But of course, at some point, if we are enabling these narcissists, we have to take responsibility for that. Even though, like Chrissy C says in the chat there, we love the narcissist. Sure, we may have the best intentions, but really nothing good comes out of enabling dysfunctional people. And that is why, even with their arrogance and entitlement, more often than not, when they do leave us, they do end up failing. They do end up struggling. But often we don't end up seeing it because they're so good at perception management. These individuals could be going through hell and you would never even know it. If you ask them, they tell you they're living their best lives because they're so delusional. And in many ways, they're so used to the dysfunction. They're comfortable with it. So something that might be so difficult for you or I to deal with, it's very easy for them, because in many cases it's all they've ever known. They're used to the dysfunction. They're comfortable in it. They're used to failure. If they were to succeed, that would be uncomfortable for them. And that's often why they're so uncomfortable around people who really are successful, who really are about something. They always have to tear those people down. Thanks for the donation, Leafsin. Anyway, I don't want to stay too long on here. I just want to finish off with this. Beautiful sunset in the background. A red sky over the pond here. And thank you all for joining the live. Hope to see you all in the premiere in a couple of minutes now. Thank you all for joining, and I hope you all have a good day or evening, depending on where you are.